Molly, and I've been an online tutor for over 3 years now. I know that getting started on Cambly can be both exciting and overwhelming. While you're reading through the tutor guide, learning how to navigate the platform, and meeting a lot of new students, you may find yourself making a few mistakes along the way, and that's okay. Today we're going to cover the 5 most common mistakes that new tutors may make and how to avoid them. Number 1 is underutilizing the resources that are available to you. Tutors aren't expected to spend hours upon hours preparing for their Cambly lessons. However, it's always a good idea to show up to the lesson prepared. If you're on a priority hour, you won't have information about the student readily available to you. That means the call may be 5 minutes or it might be 1 hour. You may have a beginner student or a student who can easily carry on a conversation. So while you're meeting all of these new students, it's best to have a variety of resources ready to go so that you're not awkwardly staring at each other during the class. So, how's the weather? Some resources that are already readily available for you are the Cambly courses, which can be found in your Cambly library, saved links, which are a way for you to save your own websites that you can open from the classroom, and you can also find extra resources in the Help Center. Number 2 is leaving out important information from your profile. Did you know that students can keyword search for tutors? Maybe a student searches for medical terminology or scuba diving to help them find a tutor that matches their goals or interests. You have the power to make your profile appealing to students by taking the time to fill out your work experience, your teaching style, and more. Do you live abroad and speak other languages? Are you an engineer? Do you enjoy hiking in your free time? Adding these details to your profile will not only make it more appealing, but it may also help match students to you. Number 3 is shying away from priority hours. A priority hour is a 1-hour block where you commit to being available on Cambly for the full hour and answering all incoming calls. Cambly will feature your profile to new students and pay you for at least 15 minutes of chat time just for completing the hour, even if you don't receive any calls. Priority hours are a great way to start meeting new students and starting to build your base of regulars. Now, your first call can definitely be intimidating, but fear not, I promise that it does get easier with time. And soon you're going to find yourself meeting some incredible students from all parts of the world. Because you can't view a student's information before clicking on the call or even see how long the class is going to be, it can be easy to avoid signing up for a priority hour. However, this is the best way for new tutors to dive in and start meeting new students who may end up being your long-term regulars. I met a student on a priority hour in 2018, and 3 years later, we're still seeing each other every week on Cambly. Number 4 is not sending follow-up messages. Have you ever been on a date and never heard from that person again afterwards? Some might call this being ghosted. Well, a student might feel ghosted if they have a lesson and then never hear from their tutor again. A little positive message can go a long way. Once you finish your day of tutoring, you can click on your History tab to view all of the students that you chatted with that day. From there, you can click on their profile and send them a quick message letting them know that it was nice to meet them and even encouraging them to book another class with you by sharing your schedule link. The more you start meeting students on priority hour, the easier it will be to start opening your schedule for reservations. Number 5 is burning out too quickly. One of the greatest things about Cambly is the flexibility. Students come from all different time zones, so there's never a time you log on to Cambly where there won't be a student online looking for a tutor. This means it can be easy to start working early morning or late night hours, or grabbing as many priority hours as possible during your free time. However, it's important that new tutors balance their schedules accordingly, because chatting with so many new students for consecutive hours can be both mentally and physically exhausting. If your goal is to chat for 30 hours a week, maybe you can try starting with 15 hours. That way you can get a feel for how often you'd like to schedule your breaks. If you sign up for priority hours, be sure to take some breaks in between, because we all know that those 5-minute breaks are not enough for you to actually take a break. If you open your reservations, it's good to keep maybe 15-minute or 30-minute breaks between your classes. That way you have time to stretch, eat, nap, walk your dogs, or just take time for yourself. It may take some time for you to figure out what works best for you, but the great thing about Cambly is that you have the control to do that. You can check out this video for some tips on how to optimize your schedule. Thanks so much for watching, and happy tutoring!